vote. That'd be very
You are
quick.
you are do you know the
What?
answer?
Yeah,
You do know
because
the answer. Yeah.
I know the answer because 'cause I'd made the graphics, but yeah,
Did you
what's on?
know the answer before I gave it to you
I
though? The answer.
actually did not. I guessed the wrong answer, so I was like, "Ooh, pleasant surprise." So,
Yeah, all
hold
right.
on. I
That must be
know.
why you get the men's catalog and I get the women's. Because I actually knew this. I was just osmosis, man. All right.
Everyone keep answering. Everyone please keep answering because what we're gonna do is we wanted to kick off this question to get people thinking, get your heads rolling, guys. Not heads rolling. That's the opposite. That's another holiday.
It's
Get
wrong.
your heads thinking. We're gonna give you some time because I think we're gonna go ahead and roll the intro to give everyone more time to answer. So one last time, sir. Right? Do you want to read it one more time?
How many years did it take for women to win the right to vote in the US, United States? A, B, C, or D?
And on
We'll give
that
you a
note,
few minutes.
let's go and kick
Roll
off
it.
the show, sir.
Are you looking to grow your business and your mindset alongside a fun and awesome pack? Grab a chair and your favorite beverage and join Mike Ashebrainer, the business mechanic, and his win-win network for the Hounds of Business Happy Hour.
All righty. All right. I'm waking up now. About time, man. It's 7 o'clock. Hey, better late than never. Um,
You were looking down and texting, weren't you?
yeah, I want to go ahead and get through the two announcements and then go ahead and bring the panel up and let's get them moving. But man, I'm excited and I'm so excited about the excitement in the room. So I don't want to hold it up. I don't want to get hate email or whatever. So and I'll let you decide on when we get the answer. All right. So if you haven't known, it's not your fault. All right. I haven't been very clear because I've been doing a lot of things. Okay. So I want everybody to know that this Hounds live stream, the community, what I do to help people grow and have fun, grow and have fun, attract people to you and your business using LinkedIn, um, business coaching. If you just want, if you're watching and you're stuck or you want to grow on social, want to be a part of the community, any part of what you see me and us doing, if you want to join that, send me a message on LinkedIn. But better is to go here and send me a message, theprobusinessmechanic.com. Go send me a message. Let's have a chat. Um, but yeah, I wanted to officially announce that I am out there helping people grow a community, become a key person of influence, and attract people that know, like, and trust who can refer you to people and advocate for you. That's what we have going on when we showed that graphic. Is lots of people are doing business with each other, top level, entry level. It doesn't matter and a lot of folks there's been hiring right where people are outsourcing folks in the hounds community we're helping support other people like Dr. Constance and some of the great things that she's on board with, so we're privileged for that. Tons of great opportunities just being a part of this community. Um, and then if folks want to go to the next level, because I grew a community, so who the hell can't? I mean, honestly, I mean, it's if you have the heart, determination, desire. um, I am just here to coach people because it took me 11 months of hell and now I can like package it up for all the mistakes missing out of my package, right? So now I can package it up for the 4 to 6 months. So you can do that as well. And honestly, guys, it's learning how to implement your kindergarten skills in the land of LinkedIn and other media. It's just combining who you are, the visibility of who you are. And here's what I found. Most people are already pretty much good enough, if not great, but then the spotlight is over here. So the spotlight's here, you're here. What my job is when I teach people to grow and get visibility and learn, is to move the spotlight over you. So I see a lot of great people before this Hounds community and this live stream, and they were great. They just wasn't seen. Imagine doing a great piece of art like Johanna Renee, and it's in a cave. Well, it could be great. It could be the best artwork on earth if nobody can see it. What's the point, right? So the community building came before the live stream. So my whole point is this: if you want to grow, do better. Don't let excuses stop you from reaching out to me. Um, it if you have the desire, then reach out. All right, because I just want to help people. I work with people every way I can in this business, and don't be shy. Reach out, send an email, check out the. I am still working on the website, so it's goofy looking a little bit, but the content's there. And I just want to make sure folks knew that I was here. So if you like what you see, reach out. Let's have a chat. If I can help you, I will. If not, hey, I'll tell you that too. All right. So one more thing that I want to cover is um, our friend, all right, one of the newest pack leaders, all right, is Stephanie Delfonso. And boy, did she put everybody her voice. I cannot believe she's not on a daggum calm or meditation app, dude. It's like everybody was still watching on Raquel's show when she was on there Saturday, but they were all like they stopped chatting. I said she put them to sleep. Everybody started waking up and chatting again, right? So she is awesome. She actually helped me with some things and techniques. Here's what we're asking all the people here, all right, everybody watching, all the friends that are in attendance, please go to her website. What this is, it's Maven, and they are on it. Either they already are, or they all almost are there to become the largest course sign up. So if Stephanie here gets you all to sign up and be put on the waiting list, the email list for her course, they will feature her course as one of the top ones. So we want to go out there, and she's got great stuff. I mean, who doesn't face anxiety and stress? Holy cow! Somehow I got what 20 hours of it in 12 hours. I mean, so she has practical advice. She's no bull stuff. She tells it like it is, and she's likable as hell. What more could you ask for? But if you don't mind, go do this. It's not going to spam you. You can unsubscribe later. Just go on here and check her out and support her as she tries to make what she does. And she does a lot of life-changing stuff. Help her get that out there to more people. And all we have to do is put our email in and sign up and get her to 150, and we are good. I think we're probably halfway there because I saw that thing go nuts when she did it with Raquel. So everybody in advance, thank you for helping out Stephanie Delfonso, signing up on her list. We surely appreciate her and support her and all she does for everybody. She does a lot of good stuff, a lot of volunteerism to help people when she can. Um, so yeah, if you know this lady, you'll want to help this lady. So if you don't know this lady, go talk to her. What the hell are you waiting on? All right. So did I cover it all? Did I do? I did pretty
You
daggum
did,
good.
you did, you did, my friend. We always appreciate it. So we just want to bring it back to the question, guys, just one more time: is how many years did it take for women to win the right to win the vote in the United States? I know we're an international audience. My apologies, but well, what can we say? We couldn't get all the stats everywhere because that would just take all night long. So, real quick here, I just want to give quick summaries of some of the answers that people had. And if you're still thinking and contemplating whether it's A, B, C, or D, you've got time because I'm going to start highlighting now. So, what we've got here, we got LinkedIn user going for B. We've got Raquel saying D. Bobby Lee saying B. David Allen saying A. I think we're going to keep track of her here. Anor Rachdi saying
See ya.
B. What?
Where's our spoiler alert? Dr. Constance would have already gave everybody the answer. She must not be here yet. All right, that's
Well,
why we don't know the answer.
that's why we're getting all over the place. Oh, look
CJ.
at Dean. Dean is going with 120, so I guess it's B. Okay. Nicole Galindo is saying B as well. So Cecilia Gibson says A. All right, so we're seeing a lot.
There
Oh,
she.
we see a switcheroo here. Someone's saying, I'm going to switch to D, LinkedIn user. Okay, Jodie says C. All right. And Susanna Dawn, who was on with said Dr. Constance on a live stream today that unfortunately I was quadruple booked for. Shout out. I will see you on Team Replay. Says A. So Todd Calvin says D. Oh my God. You guys are like, I love all the answers are all over the place. So anyone else? Final call because I'm going to give the answer here. So Christopher Mazook, my buddy. Oh my God, my friend says B. Johanna says A. And Constance is saying LOL. And I don't know if I skipped over her answer on purpose. Maybe. And the answer is, and girl, I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring your answer. So on full play, answer is drum roll. And the answer is A. 72 years, you guys. So, Mike, you want to read that?
Yeah, did you see Dr. Constance come in with 1848 after I said her
I
name
know.
like Beetlejuice? She just popped in. Yeah, look.
I ignored it. A, it's way too hella long, and B, I ignored it. But go ahead.
All right. In 1848, a small group of visionaries started a movement to secure equal rights for women in the United States. But it took more than 70 years just to win the right for women to vote. Unbelievable.
That
Daggone.
is that is
So
unbelievable.
yeah, but I'll tell you, I mean, it's funny to think about it because now, like, look how fast it's, from the right to vote to where we're at today. Hell yeah, we got a lot of growing to do and room and work to do for equality and equity. But damn, like, it's not slowing down, and that's a good thing because I have two little brats, future women at home, little hillbillies, and that's important to me. And I mean, it's just I don't like it. I mean, it was hard enough for me as as a country redneck white guy. I could like little hillbilly female, and I want that. I want to see things improve. Also, build a business or a couple of hundred businesses so they can don't have to do it. They can just go make that bigger, right? So, um, yeah, that's my 2 cents, but I like it. So let's bring on the people because remember they don't want to stay till midnight. So
Exactly.
we're gonna we're gonna start off. All right. So if you're in the medical field, um, everybody has to start in school, right? You just can't mess with people's health and organs because you feel like it. You have to show competence and competency. And so, what a concept that we have two doctors, all right, with great stories of their own, all right, MD. But we have a fourth year med student, all right, Nadia. So I wanted to just bring them up, give them a quick introduction, and let these ladies ask questions and learn, man. So let's start off with Nadia. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
Thank you.
good, 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 good. I mess up easy names like Mike and Sam. All right. So welcome here, and you are a fourth year med
Yes,
student.
I am.
You told me
Yes.
that. You remember what I asked you? I said, how many
Yes.
years of med school is there? You're like,
4 out of
if
4.
it's four, if it's four, congratulations. If it's eight, well, you're halfway there. All right. So what real quick, I mean, there's a million options, right? You could do a million things and you're young. And so what have you always wanted to be a doctor, a medical doctor, or did you just what happened? Why did you choose this?
So for me, I drew a lot of inspiration from my grandpa. He's in the health field, and he lived in Syria, so he's a pharmacist. So that's what initially drew me to the health field. And then I had always just wanted to become a doctor after watching him help his patients in the community. So here I am, trying to make my way into to be where all these wonderful ladies joining us are.
Good deal. And I don't want to spoil it, but just I have to know. So are you the same? Do you feel the same after 4 years of college and school? Do you feel more excited or more like, oh no, like where are you right now?
Oh, I'm excited. I feel I'm about to start a new chapter. I'm about to match into a residency now. I'm very happy, and I definitely feel very different than I did 4 years ago. I'm a big believer that change is constant, and we just
Mm.
keep growing. So it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you were so busy and you're so positive, and you were talking about all the nostalgia of the last 4 years, and y'all were looking at the history stuff and old pictures, and I mean, come on, I'm in my 40s. Everybody, if you're under 30, you look like a baby to me. But it is, 4 years in college. That's a lot of change, a lot of memories, and so super excited to have Miriam, Dr. Z. Is that how would you like me to call you? Because you got 50 names. What is it? Uh-oh, are you on mute? Did you
Now
just
I
do it?
am not. Whatever makes you happy makes me happy. So feel free to select.
Can we do Dr. Z? I can handle Dr. Z.
Perfect.
Okay, good. Dr. C. But how do you say your full name so everybody knows? Miriam, how you say it?
Silverglait.
Like that.
Miriam
There you go.
Silverglait. Yes.
Oh, and so just real quick on you, Nadia, right?
Oh my God. Yes.
Okay. So how do you know her? How did you meet her?
So she was my medical student. I met her almost 2 years ago, and I had the amazing experience to see her growing and developing new skills, and I believe like gaining trusting herself and really shining, and that's such a wonderful experience. It's a rewarding experience, the best experience that you can have as an academic physician.
Yeah, because you're a physician, but you're also an author and you do a lot of things that extra than just, doing medicine, right? And you're from Peru? Peru, I said it right.
Soy Latina, yes. I am a Peruvian
Yo,
girl, yes, a Latin girl with a very complicated last name, but yes, and an accent.
that's okay. You got to smile to make up for it. That's why you're here. And we appreciate you being here because you really are. You do a lot, just like no stranger to the Hound Show, right? Dr. Brittany Lamb, MD. All right.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm great. I'm awesome. Glad to be here.
Good, good, good. And you two ladies, I really appreciate it because well, all three of you all work hard all day long, and it's you're a night shift. I mean, gee whiz. So truly, we appreciate you all doing this. And again, it was just an idea from well, most of everybody else to have this live stream to just kind of do some. Hey, what do you all went through a lot of stuff, right? And I don't know, did you all have mentors when you all launched like fourth year when you were in her shoes? Did you all have a lot of mentors and a lot of, or did you just have to figure this stuff out the last, 20 years on your own?
I think it's a mixture. You do have to figure out a lot of on your own, but people will step in and help you. And then there's people that you bond with that you meet along your journey that then take you under their wing, like these two ladies here, obviously. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I believe
Go
that
ahead.
that's the beauty of medicine, having mentors. I am who I am right now because of my mentors, for sure. That's how I feel, and I can pinpoint different times of my life in medicine and different countries, and I will know who was the person that touched me with a magical power and helped me to go to the next step of next cycle of my career and my life. So it's something very important in medicine and in life, I will say.
Well, hey, again, what better way to make connections with somebody starting off? Now you have two friends, right? Now you know Dr. Z, but now you know Dr. Brittany, who is so nice. I mean, she's still hanging with me, right? If she's hanging out with me, the lady's nice and patient, very patient. So, good bedside manner. There you go. So, hey, without further ado, Nadia, ask question. It could be whatever. Hey, floor is yours for like 13 minutes. Y'all take it from here, ladies. No pressure.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. So like Mike was saying earlier, when we were talking today, earlier, I had mentioned that we're doing a lot of reflection currently, and I'm in my transition to residency course right now. So we're looking back at our past 4 years. So I wanted to ask you, what was it like, your journey to get to where you are today? If you could give me like the highlights or like the most salient things that you've experienced, emphasizing like what your motivators were and what were your most like significant life choices that got you here.
Dr. Z, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I was inviting you, but whatever
Okay.
makes you happy.
Let's see. Well, I mean, it's been a long journey. I mean, now I'm 6 years post residency. So I think that the first major kind of milestone was choosing my specialty. And so I'm an emergency medicine physician for anybody who's watching that doesn't know me. But yeah, I think it was a process of elimination. And I really liked bits and pieces of what I learned in medical school and all the clinical rotations. And then when I found myself in the ER, I really just kind of felt something. I kind of felt like I connected with those people. We're a little dark. We're a little, I don't know, problem solvers, quick. You kind of have to be quick on your feet and be able to be assertive. And so when I went to residency, I had to learn a lot of those skills because I tend to be a more introverted person. And you do have to be quite assertive sometimes in the ER. So, but motivation, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I always wanted to be a doctor. So I decided that I was going to do that. And then I just did it. And, having people help me along the way, there's lots of people that I met and lots of my colleagues and people in med school and then in residency. I think we all kind of just helped each other out. But, doing emergency medicine has been tough. And I think that, I've pivoted a bit in my life. And so I recognized in myself that I wasn't super happy in my job and that I was complaining about the same things over and over again. So I decided to start a business helping dementia family caregivers. And so I'm starting a new chapter of my life where I'm getting to have some more autonomy and control over what I do, and still get to help people and use my medical skills. So yeah, I think just staying true to yourself, like listening to how you feel and checking in with how you feel and not getting put into a box in medicine. I think that's really, really important. And that's something that's always motivated me, is like making sure that I feel good about what I'm doing every day.
My turn. Yes. So I went into medicine because of the wrong reasons. I used to faint in front of blood. I am still now absolutely terrified of needles. And I just wanted to help people, not to be a doctor. I thought that I would be a psychologist. My best friend from school invited me to go to medical school with her so we can be together and I can be a psychiatrist. I didn't know that I would have to see blood if I am a psychiatrist too. But that sounded like a good idea, and we did it. Well, we did it is I did it, and she decided to go to do some business training, and she left me in medical school. So I started with a good reason, like I wanted to help people, but that was not the career that I selected. But what I have to say and admit is that sometimes life is like that you don't necessarily go in a straight direction and things will not appear in front of you so clear. And what I found is that it was my heart, the one that took me to the right place. And every time that I have been changing things in my life, and personal or professional, has been as a result of following my heart and following my values. And I believe that Brittany, actually, you mentioned something very similar, right? Is being able to go home and go to bed and sleep and be proud of who you are and be proud of the things that you are doing. And that will be my best recommendation. Follow your values, follow your heart.
Thank you both for sharing your stories. Dr. Lamb, I think that your story is awesome, how you can pivot into basically another career too, and like spread your wings that way and keep growing. And Dr. Z, I mean, you know I love you, so I can't say enough about your story. So another question I wanted to ask, since it is International Women's Day, being a woman in medicine, have you experienced like any challenges being a woman in medicine, or in terms of like gender discrimination? And how have you faced this inequality?
You go first, Dr. Z.
This is my time. So I have two different stories. One is me being a physician in Peru, where I remember clearly my first class having this old-fashioned doctor reminding all of us women that we should not be there, that we don't belong, that we should be having babies, cleaning bathrooms, and preparing food and stuff like that. I remember, I still right now, I start sweating just with the idea of being with this professor. And actually, that was my biggest push to keep going. And when I talk with some of my friends, that's the reason why we didn't sleep, we didn't eat, we didn't do anything, because it's not only that we had to demonstrate that we deserve to be physicians, but we were supposed to be physicians in a world that was for men, not for women. So I had to go through that. And coming here to the US, being older and being Latin and starting from zero, I feel like here we have this beautiful sugar cover that makes us feel like, yes, everything is wonderful for women and we are at the same level and we have the same opportunities. And I need to be grateful because I really had very good opportunities and I am happy with things that I achieved. But no, we don't have the same opportunities. No, there are not places for breast pumping or breastfeeding. No, you don't have more than 4 weeks to take care of your baby after you deliver. No, you cannot go to Mother's Day to school of your kid without asking for a PTO or feeling that you are guilty. And no, it's impossible to get balance between being a good man and a good doctor. You will not get there. You may be able to integrate things, but you will not be able. Why? Because the system looks like it's more benign, and maybe there were some changes, but the truth is that still those changes doesn't make our life as physicians, women physicians, easier, so we can be the good moms that we want to be. I don't know if you have a different experience.
Were you going to say
I
something,
have a
Ryan?
question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine that. 'Cause y'all doing so good. I'm just gonna take a nap. So, because the viewers go up when when y'all talk. So, Dr. Brittany, I want to know from you. So, like, you found your passion. Is there anything that Nadia here should know maybe about as she journeys? It's going to be a long journey. She'll find things she likes and doesn't like. Any advice, because you have a program to help caretakers, right, of dementia patients, but you had no clue when you were a fourth year med student you would care that much, like really find a passion. So, any
Yeah.
advice about her journey down the road, what she should be looking for and kind of leaning into it instead of running, those kind of things?
Yeah. I didn't get to hear, when is match day, by the way?
Soon.
Ours is on the 17th.
Okay,
March
good.
17th, yeah.
That's St. Patrick's Day. That's fun. That'll be a fun day for you guys.
I'll wear my green.
What are you going into?
So I applied internal medicine.
Okay. So, like Mike, I kind of have to know that in order to. But so what I would say is that when you go through your journey, I mean, there's so many branching points from internal medicine things that you can go into. But what I like to pay attention to are like the problems that people have and things that you keep saying over and over and over again, things that you keep seeing patients not understanding or their families not understanding. Like always keep an eye out for things that you're kind of irritated by, maybe. I think as you go along, because unfortunately, physicians, we have a little bit of a harder time switching between what we do, So if you get fellowship trained in something after internal medicine residency, you're kind of like in that bucket of care, right? And so I think sometimes we get burnt out because we feel like we're just doctors and all we can do is take care of patients and go to work. And then you feel like that is all that you are as a human. So I would encourage you to fill up like all of your life buckets. So figure out the other things in your life that give you purpose and meaning and do not abandon those things. But if you're at all interested in like entrepreneurship or, maybe pivoting and doing something on the side as well as your career, just be looking out for little problems or little things that you think you could make a difference about, that you actually care about, that you feel, like you want to do something about it. Because that's what happened to me. I just kept seeing all these families in the emergency department trying to make these decisions. And I'm like, why am I the person that's trying to do this with them when they're in the emergency department, like having the worst day ever? Why is no one talking to these folks, and why is no one preparing them for this journey? Like we could have prepared them, So I just decided to build a business around why can't I prepare them? So anyway, that's kind of what I would say about that. And I would also say about the women's situation, since it's Women's Day, in the emergency, the culture in the emergency department is pretty bro. It's kind of rough around the edges a little bit. Like that's kind of how I would describe it. I have myself, I'm a younger doctor, so I haven't faced as much discrimination as I would, as my more matured colleagues. But I would say that the way that I turn it when I can tell that someone's talking to me differently because I'm a woman is I just repeat back what they say to me, or I am completely silent and I'm like, so this is what you want me to do for this patient right now. Like I just turn it back on them like this. So I'm just trying to do what's best for this patient. Is this what you want me to do? Like you'll find your own natural way that you can step up and kind of defend yourself as you practice. So that is something else you'll figure it out.
Yes, it's a big learning curve for sure.
Dude, this is awful. This went quick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude,
All
right. So real quick, I know we got about a minute and a half. Last question, and I'm sure these ladies will talk to you offline. I know Dr.Z will. But yeah, last go ahead and ask the last one, and then let us know where we can find you, all right, and how to contact you and what you got going on. So go ahead, Nadia.
Okay, so my last question, I'm really interested in just like knowing what's something that you would like to change about your current industry, and how would you personally go about doing that? So yeah.
Oh man, that's a big question.
I have a small answer. I want to humanize or rehumanize medicine, and what I am doing for that, I am doing advocacy, and I am raising my voice, and I am writing a book, and I am refusing to be a victim or a bystander.
I like that. I need to read your book, Dr. Z. I need to get my hands on this book.
Whenever you want, let me know.
I know it's been a while since we connected. I need to get your book.
I know.
I think for me, my biggest thing right now is that I think that we need a better way to prepare people for their aging journey, and then making sure that the medical values and preferences and goals that they have get turned into the healthcare that they want. And so I've focused on dementia as a niche because I think there's a huge need there. But I can't stop being quiet. I need to stop being quiet. And so I'm just like meeting people, willing to talk to people. I just got asked to be on our state's like Pulse Executive Committee, which is a medical order form that's like an expansion of the Do Not Resuscitate. So like you just, just find your passion and follow it, and just be curious and willing to grow and learn. Like that's what I'm doing for myself, I think. So that's what I would recommend to everybody in the healthcare industry.
Thank you.
You two, I mean,
Yeah, thank you.
We haven't even scratched the surface. You two are just amazing, all you three, because I know what you're going through. Long time ago, I went to school twice. It sucked. But hey, hats off to you. Now you got the whole life ahead of you, Nadia, so we appreciate you. Dr. Z, you're modest. You're a modest, nice, happy lady. I think do you ever get mad ever? Do you ever get irritated?
Oh yeah.
You still smile
You don't want to. I mean, it takes time, but at that moment, I am. Yeah, it's not good.
Look at that smile. Like even talking about anger makes her smile. I don't believe it. All right, so where can people go to find out, contact you, your book, all the things you got going on? What's the best way?
LinkedIn, and please send me a message and connect with me and share stories and ask me questions. I'm more than available and happy to connect and to to expand my new family here. I am very grateful because I have received a lot of love and I met new friends here. So knock my door here in LinkedIn. You are welcome to come.
Yeah, and your book, and I know your heart because we talked about this. And I'm going to tell everybody, but you really did write the book to help people along. People who could maybe there's a long time where I can only afford a book, right? So you did that because you wanted to get your message out, not to make a lot of money. And I was impressed. Not that it's wrong to make money, but it was just very telling of who you were. That if you could give it away for free or pay people to take the damn thing, you would. And I think that's why go ahead.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I mean, really, if someone really wants to read the book and for any reason they cannot afford it, or just contact me. I will be more than happy to send a PDF or an ebook. My goal really is to help, and I believe that I am helping with 30 other individuals, more than 30 other individuals that join me in that book and share stories. One of them is Nadia, actually, and another medical. Well, she's the only medical student. I have a couple of residents and fellows adding, and then people from really real estates to Buddhist monks and more, like all the colors, all the flavor, all the countries. The idea is to help, is to raise awareness about the importance of mental health and well-being, and the need for us to advocate for ourselves, to stop being victims, and to really pursue a life of well-being and happiness. That is what all of us we deserve, really. We cannot wait for the system to do this for us. Sadly, we need to start doing this for ourselves and for those that are around us and that we love so much and that need us.
Yeah, you're a gem. And again, your book's written for everybody by a credible source. So go check it out. Go check out her profile. And then don't go anywhere yet. Dr. Brittany, You are fantastic. You're always showing up. Love your content, by the way. You show all aspects of who you are, and I would want you to take care of my goofy butt if I got hurt. So, I trust you 1,000%. So your program, you do this because you found a heart for people, all the things and lack of peace of mind and uncertainty and am I doing the right stuff? Where can people go if they have or they know somebody who
Mhm.
has to take care of a loved one suffering from dementia? Where can they go?
Yeah, I would just recommend that people check out my website. The links to everything is there. I also have a blog. I've written like 20 something articles. I'm biased, but I think that they provide a lot of actionable information that people can take and use in their own lives. So the website's blam, so BrittanyLambMD.com. And you can share that with anybody. You can sign up to receive my emails there. And that also has the link to my Facebook community that I run. All of that stuff on the website is free, but the course is a paid course. Someone put in the comment section that you have to have financial freedom in order to really pursue your passions. And I believe that is true to a big extent. So that is what I'm trying to do with this course, is so that I can have some financial freedom outside of the emergency department. And then I can really start saying what I want to say about some other things. So.
And
Yeah.
because I am not biased and I am a geriatrician, right? I have to say that the content is very high quality, very easy to process, and I believe that it's very important for those that have family members that are going through dementia, Alzheimer, or even chronic diseases. They will learn tremendously, and they will be able to help those that they love.
Thank you. That means a
And
lot.
she didn't pay me, I promise.
Yeah. Hey, I hate to even let y'all go, my goodness. But
No,
hey,
no. Other
Nadia, where
people
can
gotta
people
go.
find you? Where can people find you, Nadia? Nadia, I see I'm messing it up anyway.
No, you're doing
Because you
good.
were hard to find. You were real hard to
Yeah,
find. You were underground in the.
I'm
He's
not
a
very on
medical
the social
student.
media.
That's for a reason,
Um,
Mike. She's doing the right thing for right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
LinkedIn. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
just the
okay. So for
LinkedIn.
only people who can serve as a mentor like these ladies, because who can't have enough mentors? We're not looking for weirdos to spam her messages. What we're looking for people in the community who see something in that, and that she can learn from and grow and network with. Because the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So I'm going to encourage you to, yeah, there's a lot of weirdos, but there's also a lot of good people. Network. Don't be shy. Don't feel like you don't belong, Nadia. Go out there and meet folks like these two awesome women, and go make positive change. Okay. So other than that, hey, I'm gonna let y'all go because everybody else gonna break the door down to get in. Don't leave. We're not done. All right, we're just getting started. We got Power Pack panel who's probably half drunk, maybe half of them. I don't know. So thank you again, ladies. You're fantastic, man. And I seen the comments go out. People were excited. So hey, second part of this to wrap up the second week of Women's Month, we're gonna go ahead and bring on live stream, two pros, two newbies, even though you can't tell she's a newbie. But we're going to bring them up so we can finish out the conversation, getting some tips about why to live stream, how to, technical, mental, whatever these ladies want to ask these pros, they can. So without further ado, unless they all left already because they thought they'd be here till midnight. All right, there's one. Look at that. Look, two. All right. I'm going to turn into the count, redneck count. Uh, uh, uh. Three awesome women. She just going one by one. All right, Jodie Lamb. All right, that's our. How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good, good. I'm always good. I'm goofy. Goofy people are always well, but thank you for asking anyway. Okay.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, you are our resident structural settlement guru, so we're happy to have you. You help people all day long, man. That's what I just you're just always there to help someone when you can and support someone, which is I think that's almost as important with the community to have people push me up because I get down a lot, man. And the people I talk to sometimes, whew, sweet Jesus, right? And I'm not the only one. We all have people where we like, damn, I shouldn't have answered that phone call, right? So I appreciate your emotional support and how you all just lift each other up, and man, it keeps you more productive, right? You get up faster, you can be more productive later. And so thank you for that. Supermom, I am so glad you're not at the grocery store or at the laundromat. Like every time I bring you, now I'm looking forward to it. I said, where's she gonna be now? Like playing putt-putt on the live stream? Yeah, you already know. All right. Catch your breath.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches.
Cheers. All right. With my yogi tea. All right. So how are you today? And
I'm drinking more water. I'm drinking more water, y'all.
Oh my goodness. Is there a shortage? Look at that. She done brought her old keg of water, man. I didn't see a keg of water. All right.
You just gotta carry it around. This is how you get it done. Okay.
Hey, I ain't knocking it. Look, she's got like a 50-gallon thermos. Okay. And Raquel's got the glow behind her. I guess she don't have water. All right. So Supermom, you've always got something going on. What's your next event and where can people find you real quick?
Actually, the men's panel is coming back next Tuesday. So that's going to be live. But tomorrow I have audio room on LinkedIn. We're doing Connected to Goodness, and it's at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for just an hour.
All right. Hey, this lady's got stuff going on all the time, and she's got the Atlanta Falcons in her house. I mean, like, I have no excuse. I really, anytime I'm like, I'm too busy. No, I'm not, because Supermom's over doing it anyway. So
it's collaboration. It's great people like you that get in my tribe, and we all come together and make it happen. So definitely not a solo act for sure.
No, you got that right, man. And these two ladies still answer the phone too when I call. They may be crazy too. I don't know. I don't know if I else will. All right. So but that's why they're here. I play favorites. Yeah, I'm open. All right. So Miss Raquel, Raquel, Miss Raquel, how are you today? You're on mute.
I was laughing. Yeah, I don't want to blow people's ears now because I was laughing. You know me, I'm a nonstop laughing machine. But hey, thank you so much for having me. You know, I'm always so grateful to be a part of this community and part of this tribe, that it's really unmatched. And there's nothing like it out there. And I'm always so happy to be here. I'm home. And that's just the way it is, right? But look at these lovely ladies. Mentor, guru, over here, Lachelle, America's Supermom. I mean, what else could you ask for? It's just simply amazing. I'm here to learn as much as I can and soak it all up.
Oh man. And y'all make me look so good. Y'all do. Like, I have all kind of just big-hearted, top-level professionals, new professionals. Man, it doesn't matter. There are people at the top of their game. Hell, they could work at the grocery store and be the top grocery store personnel on earth. That's who we attract here, man. And I'm blown away. Every time I meet somebody awesome, I say, okay, how did you find me? Because I know they didn't look at me and say, okay, one of y'all sing my praises. Usually it's like 5 of you all, but it's not just me. Y'all do it for each other. I found out stuff like 3 months later what happened. I'm like, wow. So again, anybody who this is all about courage, all right? And you don't earn your rights over a fight of 72 years. All right, take it lightly. So this is about learning new things, having courage, being bold. Miss Raquel has just started a live stream and did what I did in record speed, as she always does. So now she's fairly new, even though she looks way better and more polished than me. I'll give her that. But she can still learn, and that's what I love about her. And then Jodie, she's just everywhere. So Jodie has been on some guests. She's been a guest on some live streams and podcasts. But who knows, man? Who knows? Sky's the limit. She might get on there and talk about ice cream and do a live stream. So the ladies, Jodie soaks things up like a sponge. So if there's anything that might be remotely interesting, she'll learn about it. Might be why she's so likable. I don't know. I mean, but so where's Sia at? Where is Sia? Did she fall asleep? Ain't she running stuff? There she is.
Sorry guys, I'm here now.
Yeah, get the eye
No. I wanted you to focus on the ladies first because I'm just old hat here. Everyone knows me.
Well, I almost forgot Raquel, Miss Raquel. Saturday, do you have a time for your show, Raquel's Flores Connection Corner? When is it?
Yes, we're pending, but it shouldn't to be around 4 p.m. again, Central Standard Time. Okay, so 5 p.m. Eastern time.
They should ring your bell and follow you anyway, so they should know.
Absolutely, so they'll know. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I love all y'all because all y'all I help learn and teach LinkedIn. to a degree in community. And guess what y'all did? Beat me faster. I loved it. I remember Raquel say, "Oh, hey Mike, one day I said, I might catch up to you." I said, "Catch up? Oh my gosh, you gonna you gonna beat me to death in 3 months." And guess what? Like a crystal ball, she's flying, man. And I love
Yeah.
it because she's always looking out for us. I mean, she'll never get so big. Like, well, I ain't got time for y'all. That's what this is about. Everybody's always asking me. I'll talk about it later. So, ladies, you two, this is your forum. Ask these ladies questions, technical, mental, why, whatever. I'm gonna do like I do best. Come over here and be quiet and type. Take it away. Go ahead. Somebody, don't be shy. Who wants to
That's
go first with the question?
that's
Not Jodie.
fantastic. All right. Well, again, sorry. Thank you so much, Mike, for that. And it's always you're so gracious with your time and your space that you allow us to give out our messages and obviously continue leading and setting examples for women all over the world. As paying homage to International Women's Day. Just happy that day for everybody. I will never get tired of celebrating and uplifting women, as that is definitely one of my missions on this platform. So thank you for that. Yes, Jodie, on to you.
Oh, well, thank you, Raquel. Yeah, again, thank you, Mike, for including us and giving us the opportunity to talk with Sia and Michelle here, because I think we all have much to learn from their experience. And unless anyone has any objections, I'm going to jump right into some questions here, because I think we're all here to learn. And a lot of us are showing up here on LinkedIn just learning as we go. But what role do you think social media and live streaming is going to play in the future of marketing and branding? And see you, Michelle.
Okay. I love that question because so many people get lost in social media. They try to be following the trends, but they forget how to add their own element of being unique, whatever it is that they do to solve problems. They get disconnected. So I think when it comes to social media, in terms of how it's advancing, the key to stay relevant is to be the content. So capture moments of organic things that you're doing, whether it's cooking food or recording something that you're recording, recording of a recording, a behind the scenes. I think those kinds of things are really important because for someone to see the finished product, they really don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We really can get intimidated. We could spend 2 hours on a 1-minute video clip if we're not conscious of the fact that things just happen. Sometimes the lighting isn't right, or, you forgot to put a caption on. So when you're able to see that real life situation with other people, it helps you relax, have fun, and it makes it more joyful, because if you continue to make it a lot of pressure for yourself, you're not going to want to do it. And you're going to fall further behind with trying to have a presence on social media. So that would be my tip with that.
Sia, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I cannot agree more. As far as, the whole idea about social media in general is to make connections, right? Now, that being said, it just depends on which platform you choose to communicate with, to generate your community, to get, that interaction that you have with people in your tribe. So to be very clear here, social media, I think we need to be a bit more specific on who your target audience is that you are wanting to connect with. Because let's be honest, what's that saying? You can't please everyone 100% of the time. That doesn't mean you're going to be besties and be an influencer on all the platforms that are out there. So number one is know who you're talking to, and then you'll know what social media platform is going to be best for you. Second thing too is, and I actually made a post about this today, and thank you so much for asking, Jodie, because I am going to say something that I know is going to trigger Mike, which is I'm okay with telling certain individuals, start with your niche first. And largely it's because if it's something where you have a exact purpose, very specific call to action, talking to an audience of 1,000 of people that understand you, know your industry, that will buy from you is far better than talking to 1 million people who follow you but do jack for you. You're like, I self-censored.
I see that.
So that is my bit of advice is, and then of course there is an understanding, guys. You're building a community. The idea is to build a community and build a tribe and build a following, and to make real connection. So everything I'm reading on these texts, like I see the thing, and yes, I will be pulling people's texts shortly, but I ain't gonna multitask, so don't ask me to do it just yet. But is this the idea of making connections is really truly to see, hey, can I connect with you on a human level? Do I like you as a normal person? Can I do business with you while we're doing business together kind of vibe, right? And if not, maybe you're not a perfect primary candidate to do business with each other. It's not to say maybe you've got a friend, a secondary contact, or a tertiary contact that might be a good fit for you. So that's my idea on social media is do it with intention, know who you're talking to, and it will keep your anxiety levels down and not get you in this rat race I see a lot of people doing where, oh, I need to get 1 million followers. It's like, to me, to what end? 1 million followers to what end? So that's my gentle answer for all content creators.
My goodness, mic drop. Wait, don't drop mic now, okay? Mic, stay still. No, but oh my goodness, ladies, that's just amazing. Thank you for sharing those tips. I mean, that's wisdom speaking, right? And so, what I gather from that was, Jodie, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So, be the content, right, from Lachelle, and then be authentic. That was the second thing. And basically, is find your niche or find the group of people that the audience that will definitely buy if that's what you're doing, or influence, or whatever it is that you're doing, right, with that purpose. And then be a community, right? Correct. So I got that right. I'm a good student. Yay.
It's almost as if you listen occasionally.
Yes, and that's amazing. So I hope that the audience is also taking these notes, because these are very important, just to know that. I know that Sia had also done this in the past, where my question is that video is the new thing. Video is the best powerful tool to get your message across, whatever message that is that you have in your heart, in your brand or with your company, whatever it is. But so as opposed to like videos that you would do like the 30-second reels, why is live stream so powerful? So that's a question that I always wanted to kind of get a concise answer. And how can people really start leveraging the power that it has? So you can want to go ahead and shoot that, Lachelle.
Absolutely. I love live stream because for me, I like the ability to be able to engage. Now, I'm not the best multitasker, but I think I love the element of being able to answer questions in real time, because that's when people are the most coachable and they're the most present. And so when you're able to dial it back and be able to answer those questions and engage, it makes it that much more stronger and a deeper connection. And so I think when it comes to live streaming, being focused on whatever message that you want to send to someone. So if you are doing an individual live stream, you're clear, you might have an outline of what you're going to discuss. And so you can engage with the audience because you have a clear objective. When you have guests on your live stream, it's important to engage with them so that they can feel comfortable and they can actually create talking points beyond the live stream. So you can get quotes from them later on. You could go back and refer to something they said to keep the conversation going. I love networking and connecting people because even though you may be able to solve someone's issue, I found just by being a mother with 15 kids, not every one of my children want to hear what I have to say at that particular time. They may want it from their dad or an older sibling. So being able to capture all of those quotes or insights from other people is a great way that you can reference and build on conversations beyond just the live stream itself.
Well, wow.
Okay.
Very powerful. Sia?
Yeah. Okay. Look, as a content producer, and I'm usually the one that's backstage and helping my clients, I gotta tell you, it is a open. Okay, this is a networking term for my technology people. So where's Gabe Raggio in this mix? Is open shortest path first. What that means is you try to find a point between A and Z. That's the fastest, most efficient way to go. Live stream is the most fastest, efficient way of putting content out there. Sure, you gotta do a little prep work prior to. But once you're live, right? You don't need to do any post-production editing unless you want to. The odds are high. If you're going to do any level of post-production editing, it will be to create shorts. So, which is a very popular trend that's taking place right now, which is you can take your long form content, cut it down to under minute long segments, and all the social media platforms that you want to target will be happy to embrace that. So to me, live streams is the fastest, quickest way to get content. And of course, engage everyone that's, Chatty McChatterson over here on the side.
Okay.
Well, if I may, speaking of the chats on the side, Mark Reed brought up a good question and directed to you, Sia, regarding quality over quantity that you addressed in the first question. But how do you measure success of your live stream campaign?
So again, this is where I tell my clients all the time, create key performance indicators. Before you start any type of content, write down why you're doing this as far as what your goals are, right? Like, what is it that is going in your mind to accept as a quantifiable point of acceptance of saying, hey, this is a good job. I'm hitting the metrics that I need to in order to continue to be motivated, excited, or understand maybe you might need to pivot your content to kind of drive home whatever message that it is, or you're trying to connect with a community. So, Mark, I think you've done an amazing job of creating a great following. You get listeners weekly. That is like the golden egg of all podcasters or streamers or content creators are going for. To me, I think if your core niche crew is there, I call them your foundation and pedestal. That's going to help you grow and build that strong foundation. Because what happens is if your message is attractive, other people will come and flock to you, and it's almost like that moth to a flame. The bigger beam of light that you pull together and build bigger flames, the more moths you'll attract. So sometimes it's okay to start with a small flame and it will grow. I'm not sure for those that try to go after the whole, I'm going to talk to 1 billion people because I want to be like Joe Rogan methodology works. I think the ones that can go viral that fast, it's hard to sustain that kind of flame. So it's almost like a candle in the wind.
Mm-hmm. Hey, real quick. I know it's not redneck month. It's women's month. But I think I landed in the middle where it's a shotgun and a rifled approach. I think there's a wisdom, an art, and a science to doing that. So don't kind of in the middle, maybe a little to the left or right, but I don't think it's one or the other. I think if someone had a dress shop online and they said, "Well, I'm not going to meet with Mike because he don't buy dresses," that would be a big loss. So I think there's wisdom in not doing either one to the extreme, and then figure out and use your brain. I'm not disagreeing with Sia. I'm just saying I'm too old to be dog catching, man. I'd rather sit there and have bugs flying to me and zap, right? Like it's just easier. But I think I see two extremisms. I think Sia is makes sense with that.
Well, I would even add too, another thing is promoting and building community, because you just can't do it alone. It's like I would liken it to being an author, right? So you finish your book and the work begins when the book is done, because you have to market it. And even though the content is good quality, a lot of people aren't seeing it. I mean, you could see on a lot of social media platforms that what the algorithm is like, it's changing, so if you have a system of constantly promoting, engaging, using other forms of communication, taking your clips and putting them on your email signature, text messaging people, when you do follow up with people from interviews, sending them a thank you, but also showing them a clip. So just taking that content and putting it different places so that you can get new people that may not necessarily watch you on one particular social media platform.
100% agree on that. And so since you're up there, I accidentally hit this a little prematurely, so my apologies. But Janice does have a great question. So sorry, Jodie and Raquel, if you guys want to answer that one or ask it. I didn't mean to preempt that.
You're good. I'm definitely going to ask that. And as this was something that I also was going to ask in relation to it. So, how does live stream help with literally building that community and growing your connections? Not just numbers, right? The whole quantity, but actually results in those meaningful relationships that lead to business?
I think what it does is help people know more about who you are. I, being a mother of 15, that's just one part of my life, but I also have my own experience of overcoming depression. So that's another part, which is why I like coaching other women, but I also have a degree in marketing. And so I love marketing and networking. And so that's another part. Well, a lot of times we can overwhelm people trying to tell them all the different things that we can do. So it's best to just show them those things in the moment, like I said earlier, by being the content, because they can get to know you a little bit more. They can get curious and keep digging a little deeper into what you're doing. And so when you're able to engage by being on live stream, by promoting some of those things that you do, people feel more comfortable, because you do have to still have a lot of touches. A lot of people say, "Oh my gosh, I did a live stream," and you're thinking that you're doing it every week and you're going to grow your audience, which that's true. However, there are times that people are not there. You get new people. And so it's something that has to have its own system alone. How are you following up with people? Are you thanking them for attending the live stream? Are you sending them the replay if they didn't attend? Are you having a newsletter that you're adding to the people that watch the live stream? There's so many different touch points that you can use these live streams as opportunities to even build community. So if 3 or 4 people are in the chat, I'm always saying, "Hey, you guys network. Tell each other that I told you to reach out and get on a Zoom call." So make it fun and engaging where people feel like they are a part of what you're doing. And that is how you can grow your business, and you're being top of mind with those people that can give you those referrals.
Hey, real quick, the main thing when I was on your show, right? You
Mhm.
went to all the people in there who were excited and introduced me to them in a
Mhm.
group message. And that
Mhm.
was the first time I've ever seen anybody do that. But man, I never forgot it, right?
Mhm.
And here you are. So it goes a long way with the right people. Do that kind of stuff to everybody, because you'll never know which one is going to be a great thing. It's going to explode. So that's it.
Mhm.
I love what you said, though. I had to interject.
Okay. Mhm.
If I may build on that, Lachelle,
Mhm.
even in infancy, I mean, you gave some great tips about once you start your live stream. But what about for people that are just trying it from the very beginning? So, what advice would you give to someone just starting out with live streaming and trying to make a presence? Obviously, we've got our core foundation of people that we network with as our foundation, but to
Mhm.
grow and to get engaging content, any recommendations that you have?
Well, a couple of things. First is, don't do it alone if you feel uncomfortable. I started off with Facebook Live, and it was right before the pandemic. I was a guest on someone's radio show, and I talked about my signature coaching program. Well, my signature coaching program has 5 pillars. So what I did was ask them, because I didn't even have an audience on Facebook. I think I might have had 100 friends because I wasn't active. And we broke it up into 5 different segments. So we did it over 5 weeks, and I was on his platform because he had an audience. And so the first thing is, if you don't have an audience, if you're afraid to do it by yourself, get somebody that can complement what you're doing, or it could be somebody totally opposite. Somebody could be doing medicine and you could be doing fashion. I don't know. It could be that yin and yang type thing. Another thing is frequently asked questions. So, what is it that you answer all the time that you think is simple, but for other people, it is golden? So, start with something that you feel comfortable with. If you are doing it by yourself, make it as short as possible. Just like, "Hey, here's the question of the day. If you have any questions," and then just get more comfortable and then build as you go. As you get out there, people are going to tune in, they're going to ask questions, and you'll be able to find your way as you keep going.
Thank you. Sia, do you
Yeah,
have anything else?
if I may add to that is, for all beginners, I really do. I know it sounds hippy dippy, but bear with me, guys. Know why you're doing this. And when I say why, this is not because I want 1 million followers, or I want to have 5 new clients by the end of the month, or I want to push out a new product. Those are what's, right? Those are like call to actions. Why you're doing this is literally that exercise in improv. You keep asking why. You put out an answer and you say why again. It's almost like looking in the mirror and pretending that the person in the mirror is a 5-year-old asking why for everything. But as you start digging deeper into that, if you start crying, you found your why. And I know it sounds funny to say that, but that means you've made an emotional connection to what's your driver. What's going to be that thing that pulls you up and out of bed when you're having a crappy, you know what day, because live stream, you got to be on, you got to put on that smile if you need to, and you got to represent. So for me, any first time live streamer, know why you're doing something, because if it's not a labor of love, you will quit. And personally, to me, if you're doing this for a personal brand development, what you don't want to do is make it look like you started something that you can't finish. So that's kind of my thing. For all the clients and businesses that are business based to do this live stream, think about your branding. Think about what that activity represents for your brand, right? If it's something where you do what we call pod fade in the podcast world, that's not necessarily a good thing. So if you're not 100% in it, then own the fact that you're not 100% in it and say, you know what, guys, we're testing this out for 9 episodes, 12 episodes. If you like what you hear, give us some feedback. By giving people a call to action when you're still kind of teetering on it, that helps to contribute that community engagement and also gives you the feedback you need to know if you got to pivot, if you're maybe going the wrong direction or right direction for your audience. So that's my first timer. And there's other stuff that I know Mike's going to kick me off for. So that's my fast answer.
There was also a question about the tech, paid or free. And I think it's kind of along the lines of what Sia was saying, find out if it's something that you enjoy. I would go for free until you decide if it's something you're passionate about. I'm always one that believes that, have your business pay for your business. So if you're monetizing and it's getting income, then you can start investing in other things. Otherwise, you're just starting all these different things. And if you need to scale back or change something, you've got all these expenses and don't know what to cut. So start out with the free, build your audience and momentum. And if you already have other things that you can leverage. So for example, I think someone does blogs. So if you're doing blogs, then maybe you want to sell ads for your podcast or something. You can leverage that with people from that audience you already have. You can also create community and do the same thing. Hey, you know what, guys? I'm going to expand. I'm selling ads, starting off small, just to see how supportive the content that you are putting out there is for other people and if they see value in it.
100%. If I may add on top of that is what I typically ask when they, clients come to me all the time and they're like, oh my God, could you produce this for me? And I absolutely 100% can, but you have to look at your costs, benefits analysis, if you will, right? So if let's say, for example, you are $100 an hour person, in order for you to succeed in your business, and that's what you typically charge, that's the value of your time. If you're producing content that takes you 6 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever it might be, do that, 100 times the hours that you're into it. If you are finding yourself working on one piece of content for $500, 5 hours, is that worth your time? Is that taking away revenue you could have been generating? And so that's kind of where I help people balance out and figure out, okay, can you afford to offload some of that work such that you can actually be focused on generating revenue to offload that cost? Because if you're not selling, you're not producing, you're not making money. So you really got to balance that and figure that out, you guys. And let me be very clear here. Do not, under any circumstances, think you have to go big time if you're going to DIY it. I encourage all of my clients to go and use whatever tools you have. So sure, is it great to have 3-point lighting, 5-point lighting, whatever? That's great. Then put lamps all over. You don't got to buy the expensive 3-point lighting for photographers and whatnot, right? You don't have to have a huge expensive DSLR camera. Your cell phone, if it's a newer model, is decent enough. Sure, there might be additional cable technically, but if you're technically savvy, you can still do it relatively on the cheap. If you don't have a dedicated microphone, again, find different ways to go about it. So if you're going to make an investment, personally for me, as because I do edit, invest the microphone before you buy any other thing. So that's kind of my thing there. Because to me, most people with digital content, and you guys tell me in the audience chat, how many of you guys multitask when you're listening to content? I would venture to guess as professionals, it's a big chunk of us. So if your video isn't perfect, at least get decent audio. I think Gary Vee disagrees with me, but I cannot stand it when he's in a wind tunnel. So
yeah,
do what works for you.
I think another thing too is stay the course until it bugs you. I think I was listening to Dr. Brittany earlier where, things just start being a thorn in your flesh. If you're just like, hey, I don't like how that audio is, then invest in something better. If you notice the lighting as you go through and really master those skills, certain things are going to be noticeable to you, but it's not going to be something that you need to stop yourself for until it kind of gets to that point. So you can always improve. That's something that you can always keep moving forward with. So I just wanted to add that too.
My goodness. That was just a lot of information and just so many golden nuggets, lady. Thank you so much for that. It's just like, but you see what it is? This is watching the pros. They just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's just all knowledge after knowledge. Drop all that on the audience and on us. So thank you so much for that, ladies. I really appreciate it. One thing that I'm walking away and that really spoke to me is when Sia said that if at the end of the day, your why doesn't make you cry, that ain't it. So go out there and cry and find your why. I'm just kidding. Right?
Well, I think, yeah, that's absolutely important because the why is what pushes you through when you get the negative comments and the haters out there, right? So what do you guys do when you get those type of comments or feedbacks, that get to you? That's what I really feel.
That's my answer. I don't. That's, you know what? You know why? You're doing this for yourself. You're not doing it for them. Hater gonna hate. I can't believe I just. I'm saying. Lachelle, what do you think?
Yeah, I just it doesn't. I tell this to my kids. If you know your name is Jordan and somebody is calling you Steve, if you're answering to that, that's on you. But if you know that your name is Jordan, they're not talking to you. I just let it fly because you're not going to be able to please everybody. Everybody is coming from a different space. And so just keep going. I mean, there's times that I just love some content that I put out and it gets like 2 or 3 views, but I'm just so excited about it. I don't know. It's some milestone for me. So, never let how other people respond be the judge for some of your content.
I treat it like I treat life in general. Again, the people that don't want to support you, will not support you, and fight against you are not your tribe. At least recognize it and move on. Because that's the healthiest way you can go about life, right? I mean, even your own family and friends that you think would be there to support you. I mean, come on, everyone raise your hand. How many times you put out content and you're like, hey, everyone, come enjoy my live stream. And like, it's squirrels, right? And crickets, like from family members. So you got to find the tribe that works for you because the message will resonate. It goes back to that Guy Raz reference. He literally said, I would rather talk to 1,000 people in this room, and this is that podcast movement, so shout out to you guys over there, than to be writing something on Twitter with 1 million followers and get crickets in response or a bunch of haters in response.
My gosh. Well, okay.
Jeez. I mean, that's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, no, I know we're wrapping up though. So, okay.
Raquel, you with us? You all right? Raquel, huh? Oh, I don't care. So I'm used to looking this way. I own it, man. Like a runway model. Yes, ma'am. So do you have anything to add or to cap off, or do you want people to know about your show, Final
Oh
thoughts
my
here.
goodness.
What do you
Yeah,
want us to know?
well, thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for this opportunity, ladies, and the golden nuggets that you guys have given us. And we're walking away with that. Well, for on my end is I just wanted to wish women again happy International Women's Day. I know it's coming to a close, but hey, we got to celebrate ourselves each and every single day. And who you surround yourself with really matters. That tribe, like this tribe right here that I have, look at all these individuals. These are gems that we have. So I would definitely urge everybody connect, follow each and every single one of those. And the ladies who were in here earlier, we are all a huge group in a community that really we support one another. We show up on a daily because we care. We authentically and genuinely care for one another. So having said that, if you want a community, come out to the Hounds and become a pack leader as well. But also, if you want a safe space where you can actually be yourself, come and talk to us, connect and with no judgment, please, I urge you to come to my show and just connect with everybody in the comments. It's Raquel Flores Connection Corner is every Saturday. So Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So thank you so much, Mike. Thank you, ladies.
Look at this. I'm still trying to get half this good, man. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Like,
I learned
okay.
from you. I learned from the best.
Oh, man, dude, and you learn fast and you learn and you pass. You pass me by quickly, man. That's what I love about y'all. Sometimes I feel like that really overweight, Olympic gymnastics coach. like maybe I can't do it, but I can teach someone else to. That's how y'all make me feel.
You need
So I appreciate you, Raquel. Man, you've helped make this possible from day one. Thank you. Jodie Lamb, all right, you are always just happy, fresh breath of fresh air. I'll get it out. Elmer Fudd, Porky Pig. All right. So, I mean, you make time. It's not about do I have time. You squeeze like every nanosecond out of your day, and you do give a lot to the people here. We know that's no small task. You're busy. So, from the bottom of our hearts, collectively, thank you for what you do for us, and that's what we like you. You do your best. Not perfect. You make mistakes, but you do your best, and you have a good heart. So, anything you want to close in? Do you want people to know where you're at? Share your final thoughts. I'm putting you on the spot because you're a pro. So
Yeah, I wasn't really prepared for this. I mean, you can find me here on LinkedIn. I try to show up every single day, generally trying to connect with people, get to know them better, sprinkle little information about structured settlements along the way. But I'm here to learn. I showed up a year ago, no idea what I'm doing on LinkedIn or any social media platform. I'm just here to soak up all the knowledge that everyone is sharing. I don't try to pretend to be something that I'm not. I'm here just to, pick up these little nuggets that you guys drop and I can't thank you enough for connecting us, Mike, because these women are phenomenal. They are genuine. They are sincere. They're genuine. Or they're just amazing. They're just amazing. I can't thank you enough for bringing us together and for them to share their information with us. So certainly open to connecting to everyone out there in the audience. Jodie Lamb here on LinkedIn. Let me know how I can help support you.
look at that. I threw her out to the wolves and she came back with wolves meat. Oh man, look. And by the way, I love how you connect with people. I love how you do your content uh, because it's relatable. I think that's what it is. You share the good, the bad, the not so good. I mean, look who's around you, right? Like, I don't know how many times I looked in the background and seen Sia's dog doing probably things that shouldn't be on live, but you know, that's okay. We'll talk about that later. But the, look at
We're just real
Raquel.
people.
Where's Rena? When I needed her back there laughing on mute. That gets me like that just takes me to a whole level of stupid. But
Do not pick on my babies.
hey, they can do whatever they want back there. I'm the weirdo looking in the house. Okay. So, but Jodie, we appreciate you because you just get it, and when we attract people like you and Lachelle and Raquel and all the folks, and I mean I can't even name them out. Tabitha, Baron, Mary Baker. I mean I can go on and on. But we know that we're doing the right things because it's attracting folks like you, and it's attracting more people like you. So, from the bottom of our hearts, seriously, thank you. Your emotional support, your encouragement is beyond belief. Both of you ladies, all three of you. But we appreciate it. And last but not least, not at the grocery store, not on the farm somewhere. She is in her house with quiet. I don't know what you did. You get everybody Benadryl or something? You put, is that the secret? Is that the secret sauce to that?
No, I just closed the
Woo.
door. So yeah, but thank you again, Mike.
Hey.
You know, I never know what's going to come out of your mouth. Okay, you always keep me laughing. Okay. But I want to say happy International Women's Day to everybody. Thank you so much for making space for us on an important day for us to show our leadership, not just to other women, but to men as well. Um, I think I would close and just say, you know, life is not linear. It's not point A to B. There's so many things that are happening at the same time. So you may not be walking in every area. In some areas, you might be a runner, you may be a flyer, right? Because you have skills that are taking you in different levels. So, you know, don't discount humble beginnings in a different area that you're not familiar with, that you haven't learned in. So stop being your worst critic. Laugh at yourself and have fun. And remember, you don't know it all. So that's why you need to connect with people that can help you be great. So that would be my final thoughts. Thank you for having me.
Okay. No, okay. How in the hell has Oprah not stole you from me yet? I don't
God
know.
is good.
That's my new goal. I'm gonna get so big that even Oprah, like, it comes on when she getting her nails done. Like, what is this? Who is this? Yeah. So Oprah, if you're watching, we're still on for Manis and Petties. Yes, ma'am.
It's coming.
But hey, you are something special. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I met you, I realized that I could actually probably attract more people like you,
Mhm,
honestly, and that's what you see. Because I had no idea. I was just talking to some difficult people, man. Like, I know I'm the only guy that
mhm,
encounters this. Y'all always talk to good people, but honestly, it's because of you all. I don't have bad meetings anymore. That's the weird thing about the whole community. Like, I'm like anorexic redneck Elvis or something. I don't know. Like people are now, because I'm just loving on people all day. So when I get people that show up on my Zoom meetings, it's tremendous. They're excited. They feel like they know me, and
mhm,
then I'm the crusty dude they thought I was. I'm just what I am, right? And then it all meshes up. So, like, you couldn't pull this off. This is all real, all authentic. It's not all roses. Sometimes we have,
mhm,
issues, but we push each other up. This is the most well-behaved community that I've ever seen. Like,
mhm,
I've never seen a group of people, independent, strong leaders, get along for what, 12 months together, and fly out together and open their homes together. It is
mhm,
absolutely special. So, ladies, love all of you all. Um, More as exciting, and it's Women's History, but damn, look at the present,
mhm,
right? Like, this is good stuff. I mean, it was just star power, real, honest. I can't thank you ladies enough. So, without further ado, before everybody just plummets off, want to make sure that, because I heard haters. Y'all talked about haters. Oh man. So, like, I was the king of the food pantry, right? That's what, and I had haters. Now, who would hate a guy helping feed children? But hey, trust me, there's
mhm,
plenty. So I think that was a stark statement. Like, when people, I explained it to my daughters this way. I said, look, like the mayor, don't like the mayor. All right. Here's the deal, though. I'm talking about him at my kitchen table. He's probably not talking about me at his kitchen table, right? And I think when anytime you do anything, you're gonna have that's how you know you're on path. When you have people come out and just say mean things for the hell of it, that's a good thing, because that means other people are going to be coming in, even in bigger numbers, positive. So I love when y'all brought that point up. Say the haters gonna hate. Yeah, I know the song. I got daughters. Um, so yeah. Uh, I just want to close on this, man. This is the prime example. Like, people say, "What's the pack? What's the community? What is all this pro business mechanic stuff?" It's a long website. I get it, but honestly, it goes back to what Sia was talking about. It's bug zapping versus dog catching. And again, if you can go out there and knock on doors and drive it home and do individual meetings, man, please, if you could teach me, oh my god, because I tried to learn it, I can't do it. I didn't have it. So I was just chasing people. And imagine this. You're in a business to feed your family and make money. But in this business, you can't talk about it. You can't hardly market it. Okay. And then when you do, nobody wants to hear it anyway. That was my original business. And so I was just chasing people around trying to talk about something they didn't want to talk about. Right. and I couldn't talk much. It was weird. So here's how the Hounds Pack community formed. The original thought was, hey, if I was a bug zapper, you just plug a bug zapper in and insects flying it all day, all night long. And I said, what if I could attract people? I mean, guys, it's as simple as that. I just wanted a way, because I sucked at sales and talking about my value to people. I just wanted people to just be like, man, this guy's always helping me. He's always looking out for me. I want to know more about him. What's his business, right? And that's what we were able to duplicate. Just good people attracting good people. So that's all I've got. I just encourage you, if you're out there, you're trying to do something special, you need encouragement, or if you do want to do the next level, if you want to grow on LinkedIn and social, if you want, to learn how, support the people around you that can help you, because most of it's mental. Most of it's mental. So, guys, these are rudimentary numbers. I just don't put stuff out there I can't verify. But daggone, man, I'm starting to think this is 3 or 4 times bigger than this. Has to be. All these great people, and there's not even people on here that are doing stuff. All these great folks help each other, push each other up. People who are writing things that people in this community need. Obviously, this is a great way to connect. But here's what's impressive. It's all organic. There's so many things going on in the community I don't even know about. People helping other people with job searches and resumes. I'm hearing stuff. I mean, I'm getting messages and people talking. I'm like, man. And that's when you know you got something special. It's all about pushing each other up. There's no, ultra competitiveness, none of that, man. We want to see all boats rise, as Sia says. And so this is it. If you want to learn more, I got a website, right? You can contact me on LinkedIn, and I'll be honest, leave a message, because the spam went up. I don't know. But you can send me a message. You can send me a carrier pigeon. I don't care. Just have a conversation, because if I can't help you now, I probably know someone who can. All right. And obviously I know everybody. So I just want everybody to be, all are welcome. These are good people. We just want to be somebody, do something special, and help each other in the process. But we do mean business. All right. Obviously, we're not here in a charity or hobby level. But we mean business, but we do good business, and we do it from the heart. And I think that's probably heart business. I need to trademark that. Somebody go rip that off, Raquel Flores. All right. Or so if you just want to hang out, learn more, do whatever you want to do. Look, I got a QR code. That is amazing. Like I'm gonna have to do that to my own. Oh, I'll turn my phone off. I was gonna hit my own. Is that mine? Do I got a QR code? Are you serious? I just got indoor plumbing. I got a QR code. Unbelievable. All right. So check that out. All right, hit that and go to the website that's probably real jacked up because I started pushing buttons I ain't supposed to. But you still can learn. Reach out to me. Reach out to the people in the chat. Go to Raquel Flores' show, Connection Corner, and I don't know, say something weird to Jodie. Let's just pick on Jodie. All right, Supermom, please be at the bar or something next time. You can't show up in your room again. That was just too easy. All right.
I never know what you're going to say. So, that's good though. Laughter does the heart good like medicine. Okay.
Hey, no shortage here. But what I'm trying to say is I love you. All right. And what I'm also going to say is reach out to somebody. Love all of you guys. You got a QR code. Hit that. Let's talk. Appreciate everybody. Roll the outro. Thank y'all for stopping by. Be sure to follow, share, and like, and send me a message if you had fun today. Y'all come back now.